Good evening and welcome. Hello, Scotsman. Yeah, I'm doing great. Hope you're doing great as well. And everybody else watching. Thank you guys for joining. I just realized I never fixed this top bar, so just stand by for a second. I'll quickly do this. Got everything else going, but not that thing. Right, there we go. Looking better already. SBBE, yeah, that's fine. All right, there we go. So we're going to do another world tour flight. This is a 2-hour flight, or block time actually, just over 2 hours. So give or take maybe 1 hour 50 for flight time. So we're in South America and we're almost done with this world tour. Hallelujah. I can't wait for it to be done. Let me quickly get Edge going here as well. There we go. That's our flight plan. So that is what we're going to do, just to give you some perspective. We're on the right-hand side. Let's link up, see if we can do that. All right, F5 quickly. Oops, okay. Ouch. My internet reported frame loss here on YouTube. I'm getting all kinds of nonsense. Look here, it's not loading. I mean, this is supposed to be instantly, so this is now going to take another minute or two. I hope we don't get, interruptions with the stream. We'll give it a try. I'm still on the mission of getting my wireless sorted, and then I'm going to canvas fiber and get a different service provider, for those of you that know. Right, okay, good. So that's that. Then I quickly put the lamp on the other side so you can at least see me. There's the webcam and there's me. It was a real interesting experience to see what happened when Uncle John put that photo of me and him up on there, because I didn't realize so many people have never seen me, although I have previously used the webcam and all. And just as a matter of interest, I need to be in a special way. There's the wife in the background. I do it too. It's just a picture, but anyway, Krister put her in there for me, so yeah, one of those things. Right, so I'm not going to be able to leave the webcam on the whole time, apart from privacy issues. That lamp on the other side runs off a battery, so it's going to run down pretty soon, and it's right in my face. So we'll see how far we get with that. Hello, Angel, and hello, Thunder. Yeah, no, look, when you do streaming, you need to be on hardwire. We are on hardwire. I've got a 100 megabit fiber line here. This whole nonsense story started when I upgraded my 50 meg fiber to 100 meg fiber. And this current ISP is totally useless, clueless, and incapable of fixing the problem. I just cannot break through to them. To the point where yesterday I actually offered my personal technical services to them at the fee, obviously. I told them I'll come and fix it. They must just allow me access, let me get into the system, then I'll go fix myself, because they're totally useless. Yesterday morning I had a problem at one of our data centers with one of my servers. It took me 30 minutes to resolve, because I know what I'm doing on my servers. I asked this guy if he can just maybe delete this account of mine and just recreate a new one. He didn't want to do that. They've been wasting my time for 2 weeks now, and I've just had enough. So the moment I get my wireless going, they history, and I'll get another cable supplier. ISP. Hello, Akbar. Welcome. No, you know what? When we redesign the shirts, we'll put some stripes and we'll make it, put a Zibo captain or a Zibo first officer or something on there. Uncle John, huh? Hi, he's taking my attention away. No, you're taking my attention away. I'm speaking to the guys. I'm on camera, by the way. Okay, bye. Okay, he's looking for his Zibo shit. Then he'll probably come and say hi as well. Scotsman, the whole story, like I said, started when we upgraded. The moment they put me on the faster line, this thing died. I am having about 5% of my bandwidth, and they can't seem to understand it. So tough. Thunder, we've already discussed it. We've already talked about it. The old shop was abandoned. Okay, I do not know what happened to the person that was running it. I do not have any contact with him, so I'll have to speak to Zibo. And if Zibo agrees with us that we might revive it, we will revive the shop. Then we will go back and make sure that we start selling these things again. But I'm not the kind of guy that do things without the boss's permission. So we're gonna wait. I spoke to Zibo earlier today. He is so busy. Just, you know, we had a two-liner conversation literally with each other. You know, so when he's not that busy and he's more relaxed, I'll bring up the topic. And, you know, we used to do the mugs and the hoodies and all kinds of Zibo stuff, you know. So I think it might be time to revisit that. But we'll keep you guys posted. If anything happens, we'll see what happens. Akbar, I'll tell Uncle John hello for you when he comes back. He's just left now. Yeah, Scotsman, the shop went and closed down. Basically, it was abandoned. So there's nothing at this moment. But we used to have a nice merch store. And yeah, we liked it, but it's happened. Yeah, unfortunately, also you guys need to understand something. The agreements that we make in the team is honored. Okay, we're not just a wishy-washy kind of group. We don't go over each other's heads. We don't do funny stuff, you know. The agreement that Zibo has with the previous guy will have to be broken first. That's between them. Once that's out of the way and that guy doesn't feel like we're cheating him and all these other stories, you know, we can look at the new situation. But it's going to take a wee while to just work through everything. The last thing I want to do is step on anybody's toes. Yeah, it's not me. It's not what I do. We want to do it honorable, you know. And all the agreements that we have, not one of us, guys in the team or guys who have left, no one has ever broken that trust, you know, and that agreement. So I don't want to be the first one. We'll do it proper and get it going if we can. Yeah, throwing t-shirts at the fans will be a good idea, I'm sure. Okay, now Uncle John, let me move up a little bit so you can. I don't know if you won't be able to sit here the whole time because I won't be able to fly. But there's the camera, so you can wave to the guys. Akbar, yes, yeah, there it's showing you. See, I hope you can hear him. You'll have to share my mic here for a minute.
Evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, hope you can hear him. Yeah, well, that. Huh? It's the Zibo shirt. Yeah, it was there. It was the other way, this way. Yeah. We were talking about the Zibo shirts. A couple of guys show interest. So, yeah, we'll have to speak to Zibo about that. Yeah, absolutely. So, Akbar said hello to you, and Scotsman says hello to you, and a couple of other guys, I suppose. All. Okay, I hope you heard that. Yeah. Okay, so if we want to fly, you'll have to move back into your position. Yeah. I'm going to quickly just get rid of this webcam. Uncle John, will you do me a favor before you sit down? Just go and switch off that light. It's in my eyes. It's freaking bright light. And where your thumb is, You almost touch it. If it was a snake, it would have bitten you. Where your thumb is at the top. At the top. No, no, no. On the side. On the side. Other side. Murphy's Law. He'll go for the last one. No, just move it to the second bar from the top. There's like a couple of positions. Yeah, yes. No, no, other way. Other way. One more, one more. There you go. Whew, I looked into that light now. Now I'm blind. Yes. Like being back at school. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing black spots now. I looked into that freaking thing. Yeah. Wow, that was bright. Okay. Let's concentrate, see if we can see through this. Right, that's me connecting to ILMAN because we have to fly this thing online. Angel, oh yes, Angel there should be, but I'm not sure. If there are any, it will be on the VA website. If there is none, we need to ask George, you know, if he's actually made them, because I'm not familiar with what he's done or hasn't done in the last couple of weeks with me being out of the loop with everything. Everything sucked. Yeah, him too, so okay. Yeah, Akbar, no, that's fine. Maybe. Okay, Scotsman, no, well then, you know more than me, believe it or not. We'll have to speak to George about that. Oh, how about not? Evening, gentlemen on Discord. Sorry to keep you waiting.
I'm free.
Good stuff, and you are there too. Right, so far so good. Right, now let's get that OFP quickly. We're going to fly at 340. And 264, so 250 is good enough for our landing. Angel, no, there's no real regulations. The only one regulation that we really had to implement is the one that says that you cannot fly a A300 or a 747 and book it as a Class C aircraft. That we don't allow that. We don't want you to go and fly 14 and 15 hours in one flight and book it as a 738. Scotsman here has got very experience. He's done it with the Zibo. He's flown from America to Europe, you know, and it's a hell of a flight doing that. But we discourage that because there is a leaderboard, okay, and some guys have to then go and fly 5 flights to match one flight. The guys actually get upset, and trust me, they get really upset, and then I have to listen to that. So we've said no, we're not doing that. That's about the only thing. The other one is just to have fun, okay? We're not full of nonsense, you know. And if you stop flying, you know, and you go on, you know, leave, because the system will put you on leave in 90 days if you don't fly. What will happen is you just come back and you do one more flight. The moment you register that flight, it puts you back in play. Well, Scotsman, yes, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, I checked your logs myself. I know what you did, and then you and I spoke about it, and I spoke to the guys here. It's, you know, technically you're not wrong, and you're not guilty, but you did it, and it showed us like a loophole in the whole system. You know, and that's just why we said, no, let's stop that. We don't want to go that route.
Basically, what we're doing is trying to keep the classes correct.
Yes, yeah.
So the 738 is a C class. You start moving up to 767s, etc. You're on a D class.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, so in the new VA, Scotsman, let me tell you and the rest of the guys, in the new VA, I asked Mako to separate it into 3 different classes. So we're going to have an A and a B class, we're going to have the C class, and then you're going to have the D class, okay? And that way we're going to cater for the business jets, for the regional jets, for the Class C Boeings and Airbuses, and then we'll have the big irons, the heavies flying on the other side. We'll have different, that's the plan at least. Then I hope we can do that because I haven't seen it in action yet. So I'm hoping that we can then have different leaderboards. So if you want to do one flight and fly 24 hours, that's your story. That goes on one leaderboard, but the others go on to the other. So.
Neil, don't beat yourself up over it. You didn't know about it. It was pointed out to you, and it was all sorted. End of.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up about it. Alright, sorry guys, I'll try and catch my mic quicker. SBBE, and we're going to watch this thing. SBEG. EG. Alright. Excellent. Right, we're going to do RNAV on runway 29 with that transition, so that's perfect. Worried.
Not sure how many of you guys watching on YouTube saw the stream this morning. If you didn't see it, I would advise you to, mainly because of what's coming up in the future you might be interested in. So give yourself 10 minutes, even just scroll through it if you have to. Nico gave you an insight as to what's going to be happening in the future. You might be interested.
Yeah, and it's Skymatix related, not so much Zibo related, but it's also Zibo related because it's all Zibo training stuff we're talking about. So anyway, we're planning a couple of nice videos. Right, let's step through this baby. Ooh, there was something wrong. Yeah, we got a bit of a hiccup, sir. There. KULAB. Let me go find this thing on the chart. Dolty, there's Dolty. There's KULAB. Then it goes to, hold on. Yeah, I don't know why the FMC sees it as a discontinuity, because in the Navigraph desktop charts there is no discontinuity, so we're just going to put the two together there. Okay, looks like we've got through. All good. Right, so before we continue, we need to start loading up a little bit. And we need to also get our pushback sorted.
Grounded to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Please call me through the menu when you're ready.
There are IVEO guys flying with me, sir, but not Skymatix guys that I know of. By the way, both this airport and the other one, I found the most beautiful scenery for it. It's linked in the description below the video, guys, so you guys can have a look, grab it there from the org, all free, and look at it. It's just amazing. Yeah, just nice. South America, sir. We're at the north end of Brazil, I think, still. Yeah, we're now gonna fly like southwest.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Angel, I've got one or two of those websites as well. It would be nice to have yours and compare it. Maybe it is one that I'm using already. We'll have to see. Excellent, Scotsman. Yeah, I like making autos as well. This morning's flight there going into Bilbao, I had 0 autos and I was kind of annoyed, but I realized it like an hour before the flight, so it wasn't time to make any. I have to go back. This area also, I don't have any autos, unfortunately. I'll have to start making more, time permitting. So there we go, that's all loading. Right, our fuel is right, so we have 71.5 and 62.3. Excellent. Okay. Get that on the screen for you guys. Right, our reserves. 3.8. Cost index, I'm gonna run 80 because it's a long flight. And we said 340. 11306 and 6 and 13. There you go. It should be okay, but I want to climb fast. Don't want to waste time.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
I do this the thing with patches is also good.
While Nico's setting up, you guys watching, if there's any of you that have got any queries, any questions you need to ask, once Nico gets airborne and gets somewhere near the cruise, please fire away, because you know there is a cruise period. There's not an awful lot happening at that point, so it'd be interesting to sort out some or any problems you guys might have.
Thank you, Uncle John. Okay, so 5.5 and 152. Of course, Linda is here. I'm just going to go for 5. She can see the rest.
Trim up.
Better check if there might not be ATC here. See, Uncle John, there's your map. There's South America. We're gonna fly down somewhere here. No worries. There is no ATC, so that's fine. We can just climb. Our runway heading is going to be something. Bet you it's going to be something. 66. Oops. 66. And it's done. Righto. I'm going to start the APU so long. Oh, it's still filling up. We can't. Nah. Alright, okay, well, while we wait, let's just...
Captain has to turn the fasten seatbelt sign.
Ground
We do have
to
to
cockpit,
open up
two is driving
at
up.
this time, and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until all carrying items are properly aware. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
We are now loading fuel in the center. Right. One, two, three.
Tow is now connected and bypass pin is secured. Please release parking brake.
Hold your horses. Little Yeri is still busy loading fuel, man. At least he's standing in the shade, huh? Look, he's nicely in the shade, Uncle John.
Further to orthos, be aware Nico's got a really nice setup in settings for his orthos for XP, which gives you 16 and 17 with a radius of 10 miles of the airports. That saves an awful lot of memory, trust me. So if you're looking for a setup like that, pop into Nico's vault and drag it out and use it.
Yeah, and the actual videos is on my YouTube channel, so you can find the videos there. It's 3 of them, I think, if I remember correctly, and just watch them go through it. I explain everything there. Well, as long as he's happy, he can take his time. We'll get going soon. Almost there.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Hello, Steve. Afternoon. There we go. Done. Okay, so let's just check the traffic in the area. Do our broadcast and let's go. Yeah?
Starting pushback now, and you may start your engine.
Almost forgot that. Yes, sir. My course is run. Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
I'm so glad that's not my problem. Hello, Dimitri.
Greetings from Vancouver.
Greetings to you, sir.
Before start procedure complete.
Start number
Ready
2
for
engine.
before start checklist.
Scotsman, yeah, I calibrated it this morning. I haven't checked during this flight. We'll see when we taxi. If we get that wonky sway in the taxi, we know it's not done properly. Quickly do it before takeoff. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Thank you, Linda. Hello, Eugene. Welcome. Bye-bye, Angel. No, I'm happy with this throttle thing now. This Bravo really works well. I'm used to it now.
25 N2.
No, thank you. No, please don't. I'll have to check your baggage when you leave. I'll cry. Bye-bye, Angel.
Starter cutout.
It's at the bottom, bottom left. Third icon. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Please stand by.
Guys, I must be honest, it's nice to see all the chatter on the text here in the stream. You guys must not be shy. There's no nonsense on this channel. You just go for it. If you've got something to say or ask, just jump in, do it. It's nice to see some life there.
N2.
So is connecting bypass being has been removed. Hand signal on your left, sir. See you next time and have a safe flight.
Starter cutout.
Thank you,
Engine
Mr.
start
Pushback
procedure
Man.
complete.
Right, that's done, that's done. You guys go on, you go off, and you go off. Yep, let's go. Yeah, we're a bit heavy. Uh, 9.2 tons of fuel, sir, and 19.2 tons of cargo and packs. Yes, it does. It's because of the call it xEnviro. The guys that don't have xEnviro do not have the little jittery VDI. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Yeah, I'm just testing my rudders now. There's no little wonky jiggle happening, so it looks like it's still remembered the calibration. For a long time, sir.
Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Right, so that's done, that's done. Let's quickly check. Yes, we've got control. I'd like to do it now, but anyway.
By the time it's clear for takeoff, please.
Okay, that's done. And let's broadcast quickly.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Stabilized.
Yes, there is a major issue, Eugene. We are
Approaching
aware of it, but we
0,
cannot
6.
fix it. Zibo and I have had plenty of discussion around it. Laminar Research is very well aware, and they are the only people that can fix it, unfortunately. We have had a guy, probably 3-4 months ago, he actually said that he would finance Zibo to fix it.
On
And
runway
Zibo
06,
it's
flaps,
just not in
flaps.
his ability to do it. It's all with Laminar. So unfortunately on Mac and Metal, some people do have problems. And believe it or not, there are some people that don't. And I don't know why. So, one of those things.
Stabilized. Flaps 10 set. Takeoff thrust set.
Need to be at flaps 5, sorry.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Flaps 5 set. 80 knots. Throttle full. Positive rate.
Yeah, Eugene, I don't know what he's saying, my friend. If Zibo could have fixed it, he could have done it. That other guy offered him a handsome sum of money. Even that changed the light.
Acceleration altitude.
Default. The Uncle John default. It's not bad.
Flaps 1 set.
Check the water. I think that's partly due to xEnviro. It's got something to do with water as well, but look, looks nice.
Flaps upset.
There you go.
Approaching
Dimitri,
transition.
you're very soft.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I made some overlays last week for Brazil using World to explain.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass them over to you. You can use them for future reference.
Cool.
It adds up better forest placement, network
Transition altitude.
on the ground, especially for like the areas around areas in Brazil where we normally fly, you know, like Sao Paulo, Rio de
Gotcha.
Janeiro. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks,
Or just
Dimitri.
fast. I wish I had done that earlier so you could have them today, but
No problem.
I'm being a bit naughty, guys. I'm diversifying. Forgive me. Does anybody know what's happened on F1?
Flight level 100. Landing light switches off.
I don't. I told you don't know, sorry.
Where did he come? Any idea?
Third.
Anybody willing to put me out of my misery?
Finish third, Uncle John.
Sorry, Robert, say again, he finished how many, what position?
Finished in third place.
Hamilton in third. Okay, because the guy on Facebook here said he wasn't even in the top 3. That's interesting.
The 2 Red Bulls went out in the last couple of laps, so Hamilton finished third.
Okay, Hamilton third. Okay, we'll have to find the website quickly and read.
Bless you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Checking now. I don't know what that other guy was talking about. He was fibbing. Scotsman, I don't usually do it. I don't go back and look at some and see which were more successful than others. What I do know is that people are inclined to look at tutorials more than just a stream like this. That much I know. So that's why we're going to do a lot more tutorials. We're going to add lots of value in there. There you go. There's Steve giving you. Verstappen has retired from the race. Hamilton is third, Leclerc first, and Sainz second.
That's good. No, as long as Ferrari is in front of them, I want Verstappen to have a really bad year this year. That'll teach him to win the title by cheating of the stewards.
Uncle John is very passionate about it. Don't get him started. He's nasty. He can get really nasty.
I think Verstappen is an extremely good driver, but he needs to win something by his merit, not by default.
Oh, we're happily cruising, well, climbing to our cruise actually, and so far so good. Yeah, no problem, Scotsman. About 1.5 hours left remaining in this flight, guys. Oh, you're lucky, Eugene. Yeah, when I set up the stream, I couldn't find, and I didn't bother to look at the actual town name, so I just used the airport name. But yes, it is Manaus. I found it afterwards.
Neil, you do extremely well. I've watched some of your vids, and participation is good. Trust me. But like a lot of us, we're all learning all the time. So don't put yourself down. You do well.
Speaking of technical stuff, I heard mentioning something about turbulence effect while taking off on xEnviro, Nico. Is that true?
What do you mean, is it true? If there's wind,
Somebody
it will be true, but I mean, I'm not sure in what context you're really referring to.
I caught the end of it, and I wasn't sure if you and Neil there were talking about the cabin shaking too much on takeoff because of xEnviro, or...
Oh, yeah, but we found the slider. We pulled it to the left. I've got my turbulence set to 60% now. If it's on 100% where it was, it's totally unrealistic. I mean, it shakes your lungs right out of your rib cage, man.
No, that's right, and I was just going to suggest I have mine to 35 and 40.
I kind of like the shaking, you know, but it mustn't be too much. I'll fine-tune it for my own system as well. But please continue.
No, I was going to say, it's not xEnviro per se, it's the way that xEnviro interacts with what do you call it? No, I'm drawing a brain fart here. XP realistic.
Oh, XP realistic. Okay, got it.
Right. So it doesn't. It's. I mean, it works, and obviously information is passed on. But I think it has too much. It needs to be tweaked, and it hasn't on the XP realistic part. So by reducing it, you're just reducing the effect coming along.
Yeah, I'm happy where it is now. We had a bit of turbulence there during the climb out. You know, it was nice. It was really nice to see the wing flex and feel it, see it. You know, really nice.
Wow, we've got 13 likes and we've got 15 people watching. Brilliant. Thank you, guys.
That means you know what that means, Uncle John, right? We have 2 ninja watchers.
Is that what it is? Sorry, bud. Behave, Neil. 200.
Too much.
1,000 to level off.
Too far. No, he's not yet. Yeah, good thing indeed. There we go, that was a swift climb. I couldn't wait any longer. Just reached the cruise level, sir.
Right, you guys, anytime you want to start firing your questions, fire away.
If I can't answer it, you can answer it, Uncle John.
And just remember, no question is stupid.
Oh, pick
Seriously.
me. I got a question.
Go.
So I'm just about to set up Zibo for taking off Quito in Ecuador. Okay. And obviously that's high altitude operations.
Yeah.
In setting up the FMC, in the, I guess in the N1 limit page, do you pick D-rate 2 or not D-rate 2?
I didn't take any D-rates, not on the high.
Sorry, climb. No, I meant climb 2.
I leave max both sides. Climb 1. I don't play around because when you have to climb out of those mountains, depending on where you are, it's better to use everything you got, man. Just put it in there. I don't even put the SL temperature. I just make sure that it doesn't go over 101%.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Right now, I'm looking at the FMC and in the takeoff page, in the N1 limit page, it shows 26K N1, but it's 101.5. So if I put it on climb 2, it gets it down to 98.5, which I'm more comfortable with.
Yeah, but why do you want to set the climb? That's on the right hand side. Why don't you do the left hand side? Just derate it to -1, see what that does. Leave the climb. Once you're in the air, you want to climb. You don't want mountains. Those granite clouds are very, very tough to go through, promise. So rather go for let's say an SEL of 31. See if it brings it down. That's the first thing I will do. If that doesn't bring it down far enough, go for D-rate -1. But I won't go beyond that. You want between 99 and 100% power.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And then of course bleed left and bleed off. APU bleed on, and then the package auto. That's the standard. And then isolation valve closed. That's the standard. And then once you pass, what is it, 10-15,000 feet, you put it back to I was.
Nope. You put those things back on after the flaps up.
Yeah. Fair enough. Thank you.
Thanks for bringing that question up, Dimitri, because it is an interesting one with high altitude.
Yeah, and if you remember last time I tried it, you were looking at my stream. It was somewhere in Peru, I think, or whatever. One of those in the Peru tour or whatever you call it, South American tour. And you and I were sitting there, and I barely made it out. Because I used I think I derated too much, so when it was time for me to climb, it was interesting. I barely made it.
Was that why your pants were wet?
Yeah, normally that leads to that, yeah. So so from now on I usually keep a couple of spare changes.
Good planning.
Yeah.
Eugene, coming to your comment there, I don't know if you can see that on the screen. We're going to land somewhere there. Look at the weather over there. Thunderstorms. Lots of orange in there. Lots of problems.
Ooh, I hope you have your lip rain effects on.
I do. No, that's where we're landing, sir. We're going to land in them. So depending on if they move out of the way or not, we're going to get some water.
Oh, sorry, Nico, one more thing, and then it's a standard flaps 10 at this altitudes, right? Departure.
I wouldn't say it's standard flaps 10, but I have... Yeah, I've also been known to do flaps 10 there. Yes. On one of the last flights, I actually tried to determine if it's got any value. And I must be honest with you, I don't think so. I don't think it's got much value to go flaps 10 there because the air is so thin. But go for it. Use flaps 10. I don't want to kill you. And then you say, oh, but you said.
Well, I'll try flaps 5, and if it doesn't work, I'll see you at the pub.
Okay.
Dimitri, flaps 10, ignore him.
Alright, flaps 10 it is.
I'm not saying anything. I'll send flowers if he doesn't make it, don't worry. Yes, Scotsman, thunderstorms at Manaus. Hey, Gene, well, we're in a simulator. We're not going to go divert or do funny things. If it looks too dangerous, I won't go through the clouds, but I'll definitely find a way through them to get down. And I'm definitely not diverting. Not after all of this.
Very difficult to do that when you got to land. Listen guys, once we get to the cruise, he's going to keep leaving me with a problem. Fire some questions at him while I'm going to hear snoring and I'm going to have to wake him up.
I have a question for Nico.
Shoot.
Any word from the level up boat?
Lots of words, but not what you want to hear. I presume you want to know when it's coming. There's no official date for release. I've been enjoying flying it the last couple of days. It's nice, but I did have to log a few issues on the 737-700 this morning. It's on the servers. Just have a look.
Gracias, Nico.
So funny. I did make a post in the Level Up group on Facebook. More than one guy asked me where to get it and when it's coming and all these things. You know, the guys don't read each other's questions or my answers. I think eventually it came through.
Neil, trust me, he's only saying that to detract from his own problem. I've actually recorded him, which I'm going to put on the
Uncle John, I made my own recording, so you just be careful. I'll release mine when you release yours. We'll WMD each other here a bit.
I tell you what, if there's a volume control measurement, he wipes the floor with me.
Don't believe everything you hear on the internet, guys.
So you're saying it's not true, Nico?
No, I snore. I gladly put up my hand. I snore very, very loud and very long period of night. But Uncle John is not far behind. Sometimes he actually beats me.
He's in cuckoo land, trust me. Absolutely no way.
Uncle John?
In fact, if he's not careful, I'll even get his wife to verify that he's telling you porkies.
It's okay. I'll record it tonight. Don't worry. You go sleep. We'll have fun tomorrow. Can you believe it?
I will pay admission tickets for that, to watch that.
Scotsman, that's a bit much, my friend. I want more viewers, not less viewers. I don't want to put people off. Here comes the beer. Eugene, yeah, I've noticed, but ILMAN has given us the divert airport. And the fuel load that I've had to put in here is something like 3.3 tons or something to make sure that I can get there, which is crazy. But yeah, those things, we'll just go land. Steve, now you ask me a question. I don't have to do it many times, but I do it both ways, and I pick the one that works because I can never remember offhand. I think you have to minus 180 degrees, but also plus 180 degrees. So that's why I get confused. And then I'll show you the easiest way of doing it. Right, you just press that button. You zoom in, and then you see, oh, look there. Oh, on 280, we're now looking at that 100. Yep. Easiest way to just look at it. Eugene, we can see if we can do something like that. McTrying would be a better person to talk us through some of those technical things. I know the basics to, you know, not kill myself and set up the aircraft and use it properly, but in terms of all the technical scientific stories. Okay, hold on a second. Uncle John, hold on. Anyway, okay, so I don't know where my mic was, whether it was on or not, but if you saw me there, this is what I do just as a reference. Otherwise, I will add or subtract 180 and see which one works. It's easy as that. And Eugene, if you didn't hear me, because I don't know if my mic was on or not, we can talk about all those things at some time, but Mac is the correct person to talk about all the technicalities. Oh, I need to put my finger on this mic because, sorry guys, I don't know when it's on and off all of a sudden, you know, so I'll concentrate better. Well, Scotsman, thank you for scouting it out for us and letting us know. He says he's sitting there at the destination and the weather is amazing. I suppose it means it's raining cats and dogs in these language. Problem is, I opted for runway 29 RNAV, so what I'll have to do is I'll quickly have to check that weather, because we might have to go for the other runway. I think it's 11, and that's got the ILS, so it's yeah, but if I can't see the runway, it's going to be very difficult. What's the visibility, Scotsman? It's raining parrots and monkeys there. Parrots and monkeys. $150 at 2. Okay, so the wind is not a problem. Yes, there's thunder showers. Visibility is 3,000. But it's broken at like freaking 200 foot. See, that's a problem because I don't think our minimums will allow that. Not on RNAV. RNAV minimums is 611, so we're not going to be able to use RNAV. I have to swing it over now. That was clever. No. I'll go. Land like a champion, sir. Yeah, he says the visibility is very low. This ILSW. Map mode transition. KULAB 1 Alpha. Glad we checked this. I don't want to be funny, but even on the ILS, our minimum is, our decision altitude is 542. So I'm going to use the ILS, but I'm going to disregard this 542 because I can. That. We'll see when we get there, but anyway. See, this is exactly what Eugene said. The guys will have to divert. We're not going to because it's a simulator, but get the picture. Ooh, Scotsman. The only problem is the time to get there. It's just under an hour left. I hope it's still there when we get there. Wow. That's huge. Huge. I know, Scotsman. Terrible. Well, Scotsman, the one thing we have in our favor is the wind is very pathetic. I mean, it's like a 2-knot wind, so maybe it doesn't blow that fast. At 2 knots, we're looking at a snail pace that the clouds might move. We hope so. In the old days, that's why some of those merchant ships got stuck in those doldrums. No wind, sit there for weeks and weeks, and the guys die of all kinds of nasty diseases and hunger and stuff. Aye. Guys, there we can see it a bit more visually what we're in for. Okay, Andy, thanks for dropping by. You have a good evening. Yeah, I try and keep it cut off because my son gets fits on the other side here when his internet lag acts up. And also when me and Uncle John sit and talk, we just cut it off. Yeah, I thought so. I thought as much, Scotsman. Hello, Cor, and welcome. Thanks for joining us.
boss has just popped off. He needs the headquarters room. Back.
Yep. I'm back and I'm watching 191 nautical miles. Hello, Krister. All good. How about you? Go for it, Krister. Sure you're gonna enjoy the flight now. Hello 737. Or I don't know what you said there because you retracted the message, but anyway. And then Amar, happy to see me. Yeah, happy to see you too. So stop by. We've got 106 nautical miles for top of descent. Me and Uncle John are sitting here having all kinds of chats and things in the background. So you guys must jump in there from the stream side if you need something and so on. You're not on the, what is that? There you go.
Hey, Nico.
Yep.
Is Mako still working on the VA website, or that's pretty much done now?
No. It's busy working on version 2. It's working on version 2. The base engine on which everything is built is now upgraded to a point where we can't really do much with the current website. So he has to implement a new version completely. And we are now taking the time and the chance to actually redo a lot of the mistakes. You know, when we were still green and wet behind the ears, we didn't know a lot, and we obviously made certain assumptions that were wrong. You know, he's fixing all the problems now.
Okay, cool. I haven't seen or heard from him for a while. That's why I was wondering what's going on.
Yeah, he's around. He comes every now and then and he talks there in the VA support rooms. If you need him, just tag him there. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tag him because he once was talking to me about sending me a link to a 3D print for knobs for my throttle. Make it look like it's exactly the same as the Boeing throttle knobs, like, you know, the sticks, that stuff that you put on top of it. I gotta talk to him.
Okay. Have you got a 3D printer?
I do, yeah.
Good. I've threatened 3 or 4 times already to buy myself one and I never got around. Then David got one and, you know, problem was solved. We had one in the team, and now that he's not there, that's also gone now. But if you think about it again, they're expensive. And if you want something decent, you gotta pay a bit. Woohoo!
Yeah, it wasn't cheap, I tell you that much.
Yeah. Christopher, buddy, thank you so much. Every cent is appreciated. Always a lot, so thank you very much for that.
Krister Eklund donated 200 Swedish kroner through SuperChat.
Yeah, that's amazing. Today was a good day then. There is top of descent peaking out at the top. Yeah. Okay, alright. Okay. No, I'll show you how to restart it. We're talking about this flyby and so on, basically. What happens is, you usually click there. You see, it's got no effect because it's done. There's the reset button. You click there and it starts again. No problem. Yeah, it caught me by surprise the first couple of times too, and I just went, huh? Huh? But we did it. Okay, but that's to have it on the same level the whole time. It's just a setting. There's two little boxes that says how high or how low. So it's like what we did with the level up 7. We put it at 10 meters up. Just keep it at 10 meters up. Yeah, I hope the weather is still there. Let's look on WebEye. Oh yes, for sure, for sure. It's changed shape, but it's pretty much still there. Let's give it there, Uncle John.
Ready for descent procedure.
Yeah, Scotsman, I see. Let me put mine up on screen again. There we are, that's where we're gonna land, and that is the weather, so it's interesting. Wait for us. And the one thing I want to tell you guys, I tried to fly with Active Sky the other day. I love Active Sky to bits. What I'm saying is not to smear them or be nasty with them. But I don't know what xEnviro does. xEnviro literally makes the rain effect on the windscreen just so much better than what Active Sky does. It's like Active Sky doesn't trigger it as good as well. You know? So I'm really grateful to xEnviro in a situation like this to get some proper rain on the screen. Now from what I've seen, that's going to be addressed in Explain 12 major big time, so I'm really forward. Can't wait for that. Top of descent is close, Uncle John, 3.3 nautical miles. Yep. 3.3. There we go.
All good to go.
So when are you flying back, Uncle John?
Next Saturday, 5 to midnight out of Joburg into Amsterdam.
Man, where did 1 month go?
You tell me.
This was the fastest month of my life.
It feels like, I don't know, 10 days, 12 days max. I arrived 4 weeks ago Thursday, would you believe?
Did you guys end up going petting any lions or something?
Negative, so too much has happened since we've been here. I mean, they've all been down with COVID. Nico's daughter ended up doing some damage to her elbow and ended up having an operation. I've been down with this kidney stone, which I've probably had getting on for 3 weeks now, but we seem to have gone on top of it. I was nagged to death to take citrate via taking a couple of the juice of 2 lemons every day, and it's working.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a doozy, I tell you.
I mean, the pain from it has been horrendous. Today I've had an amazing day. I think it's the shock treatment that shoots through your back. I think it's about twice, that's all. But other days it's been 20, 30 times. To the point where you can't walk. You just can't walk.
Uncle John, it sounds like somebody from up above is testing you.
It seems like it. But to be fair, these guys have looked after me like you can't believe. Yeah, travelling back next Saturday, departure 5 to 12 midnight, with KLM back into Amsterdam. What I do, Dimitri, I travel back with my Zibo shirt, and you want to believe how they look after me.
Oh wow, that's great. I mean, they recognize you, or are you just joking?
Well, it's because it says flight crew.
Oh, I see. I thought they recognized the Zibo motor. Maybe some of the pilots are flying it themselves or something. I don't know.
Well, I got chatted with both the pilots coming out, and they were really friendly. But all the crew were spoiling me to death. So much so that when I got off the aircraft, the stewardess came back out. You know where you all pile out and they say thanks for flying, etc., etc. But I was just outside the door. I'd already vacated. She came running after me and gave me a little present. Said, "Just for you." And it was like a little house with liquor in it.
That's a nice treat.
I thought so.
Would they let you take some cockpit pictures and whatnot?
I think so. Had I asked, but I didn't. I mean, but it was nice. I mean, on the flight out of Birmingham into Amsterdam, we had an hour hold because of the weather. The weather was bad, and we had to sit on the aircraft for an hour before we even took off after loading. And then when we got to Amsterdam, we was going to hold 3 circuits on account of there was only one runway for everybody to come in on, and you know how busy Amsterdam is. Anyway, when I'd already spoken to the captain, he'd come up the aisle talking to us while we were waiting at Birmingham to go out, and he got chatting. He spotted my shirt, and we had quite a bit of a chat. I was telling him a little bit about the 738 VA, and after we'd landed and all the flight crew were coming out and we went through customs and that, he spotted me again, and I said, "Who landed?" And he said, "Me." And he put his thumb out, and I went, "Nice one." In other words, you did a butter landing, even though it was really windy.
Check the clouds, Uncle John. Getting nice clouds now.
This looks like it's going to be fun coming in.
Hope so.
Are you still running default settings, Nico?
For what?
For your xEnviro?
No. We've got 1 or 2 sliders that we pulled or pushed a bit. Scotsman sent you a message there.
Thanks, Neil. Yeah, it was a good trip out. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And of course, I also had the opportunity to come out on the Dreamliner on the way out, the 787, which I've never been on before. I've got one left, just one Boeing aircraft left to do to complete all the complete series, right the way from 707, 720, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 77, and then the 87, but I still haven't done the MAX, and that's winding me up, so I've got to work towards getting a flight on the MAX to complete the whole lot.
Seems that's all that are flying now here in Canada, both Air Canada and WestJet. All you see out there is Maxes.
Well, even if I have to catch one just to go into Amsterdam and back, I've got to do the MAX. KLM's only got 2, I think, at the moment, so it's a toss-up whether I was due to do it on one of my bookings. But as you know, I ended up cancelling them because of COVID and because of all sorts of problems. And, but we came out on the 38 when I came out. Those clouds look awesome.
Yeah, I like it.
Thanks for all those likes, guys. Appreciate it.
We'll still have 4 Ninja Watchers.
1,000 to level off.
3 now.
Oh well, they won't show their heads, will they?
Hey Nico, are you still on cruise?
I'm at 8,500 foot going down.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice. I was gonna say if you have time to kind of show your xEnviro settings so I can take a screenshot.
It said he's
No, I've changed it. Hold on. I'll show you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hope you get it, Dimitri.
shout when.
Give me a second here.
There's another aircraft coming in that I need to stop talking with. Let me get this topic sorted.
Okay, Nico,
Oh.
thank you.
Thank you.
Might have to extend my downwind here, damn it. There's another guy coming in, and I am gonna cut in front of him, it seems. Yep.
Approaching transition.
Look, there's the water coming already. Every now and then you'll see it on the screen.
Traffic.
Yeah, there's another boy, see? Temperature is 22 degrees, sir. He's going to cut right in front of me there, so I'll have to slow down major now.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist. 1000 to level off. Flaps 1 set.
He's not broadcasting. He's either disconnected or we're not a problem for each other.
Flaps
Oh no,
5
he's
set.
there. He's just a little bit higher than me. Yeah, it looks like the Challenger. Business jet. I'm going to slow right down. I'm going to in fact let my wheels come down, let him go. That's exactly where he is. Look at that. Look at that picture. Looks like I'm now ahead of him. I don't understand what his plan is. Well, he's not broadcasting, so at this point in time, he's in the wrong.
Localizer capture. Flight slope capture.
It's lovely, eh? She's grabbing on for dear life, you see, holding. Oh yes.
1000 to level off.
Thank you, Scotsman.
Safe landing, sir.
Radio altimeter.
They just keep the speed up slightly. Wow. Wow. Yeah, tell me too.
You weren't joking, were you, Neil?
Keep the speed up a little bit because of the turbulent winds as well as the fact that it's easy to tell.
1,000.
No, we can't see the runway. That's just a freaking. Yeah. Okay, we'll pull it down. It's equal.
Approaching 1-1.
Yeah, I've got the runway. Got the runway now. Lights. Wow.
500. 400. Approaching decision height.
Wow.
Minimums 200.
Okay, flying hand now. Right.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
There we go. Oh,
Is this supposed to be a bottle of water under your seat?
wow.
Nice one, Nico.
Good one, Nico. This one will go into the vault.
Oh, yes. This was awesome.
500 remaining. 100 remaining.
Have you flown this leg, John?
Sorry, did you ask me?
Yeah, have you flown this leg?
I've no idea. I'll need to check when I get back. If I happen to, I hope I get this sort of weather.
Have you completed the world
After
tour?
landing procedure.
No, I think I've got about, trying to think, about eight legs left.
You do them in sequence?
Yes, sir.
SK son, you've got it. It's like driving through a car wash. Oh, this was crazy but wonderful. You know what I mean? Wow. The other guy said, Roger, thanks. I'm glad we can help each other. I told him I was going to roll through, he must keep coming. That easy to taxi. It was easier to fly in here than taxi, I promise you.
In Spain, they have something, when it rains, like when it's sheets of water, they've got something called a gota fria. And I'll tell you what, the most amazing thing to see. You've never seen so much water in all your life. It just literally comes down like sheets.
Yeah, cloudburst.
All the roads are like rivers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially where Nico was flying today. I mean, it's the Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to expect it.
Oh, this poor bloke standing there in the rain having to point me to my park because poor guy. Thank you, sir.
Lovely. Macintosh.
Wow.
Sorry, Captain, you're going to have to get that water up yourself onto your seat. I'm not doing it, not this time.
Okay, so don't worry about it. We'll handle it. Right, okay, so like that. still for 3.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I think what I want to do when all is said and done, I would like to go do a replay. Now there's the Challenger, look. Oh, lovely. I think that had a ball as well. Another guy. Takeoff. Yay. Yeah. Very lovely. Very, very lovely. This airport's also very nice. You must get both of these airports. Yeah. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This was absolutely worthwhile coming in here today. Wow.
I just hope A, you've enjoyed it, and B, you've picked up 1 or 2 bits and pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, what a land.
Thanks for your questions, Dimitri. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for the answers.
While we're waiting, we just fill in the blanks here.
So Uncle John, does this landing today negate the other one the other day, that landing you did?
I think this one slightly supersedes it.
Alright, I think we'll keep you going.
No, thank you, Dimitri.
I gave him a 5.9 for today.
But the 5.9 for the landing? You're crazy. Nah, that's... come on, guys, give me a better rating than that. I think Uncle John is too much asleep already. It's a bad bed.
Nothing to do with going to sleep.
Ah, you nasty. I worked so hard for this man.
You did, and you got a 5.9 for it. Well done.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Scotsman. Yeah, everybody flying in here, including you, Scotsman. I hope you guys have a fun time as I had this one. Yeah. 18, 21, 16, 38, right. Yes, he's sitting to the left of me. We landed safely, George. We made it. Welcome to the stream. Here's George, Uncle John.
Hello, buddy. You're a little bit late, aren't you? You got it in one.
The only reason he's sitting to my left is because there's no room on the right, unfortunately. So I see what you guys are trying to do. You gang against me. I'll remember you.
Listen, these guys ain't daft. They know the score.
Ah, Thunder, you're my buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll go flying together. We'll leave these sour people at home. Nasty.
Listen, he's doing well. I've taught him well. He's getting there.
Okay, well, we're making progress. Wow.
One of these days he'll put his white shirt on with his 4 gold bars, and he can't deny it. He's got them. because I brought them over.
Right, so I'm gonna disconnect, waited our time, and let's send our fire up. That everything is closed. I want to see it. Reply.
You like this one, George?
Absoluut, Eugene. Trots soos 'n pou.
Great stream, Nico.
Thanks so much.
I gotta take off here. I got some Sunday morning errands to do, like house chores.
Okay, cool. Enjoy.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for your company.
Have a good Sunday.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Not bad. Yeah, but there's almost no wind. The wind is 2 knots. That's why there's not much wind. Bye, guys. It's very small movements on the tip. Yeah. But it's the Zibo. Neil says to George there, you got some blood in your whiskey levels. Funny, never heard that before. One more, just from the outside, and then we'll call it quits. Stereo. Wow. Ah. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it's just awesome. I love that. Yeah, very close. You think? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm going to say good night to you all. I need to go to sleep. Tomorrow's work day again. So you guys enjoy whatever you do for the rest of Sunday, wherever you are, and we'll talk to you in the week again. Bye-bye.
And it's good night from me. Have a good week. Take care now. Bye-bye.